Today we're in Johannesburg with the National Lekgotla on youth entrepreneurship. And with us we've got Dr. Taddy. Please tell us more about yourself and your involvement with entrepreneurship.
Thank you. Firstly, I want to say congratulations to UKZN, everything you guys are doing to support youth entrepreneurship. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so a little bit of background. I've been involved in, you all know about Fees Must Fall.
Yep.
So I was an actuary, a management consultant. I was earning a big fat salary when I was 27 years old. Was about to emigrate, and 2 weeks away from emigrating, gave up my 1.3 million rand salary and decided to go into the townships and start working with youth. Joined a non-profit. 22 years later, we've helped create 6 free higher education programs, like colleges, universities, etc., but they're all kind of the Fees Must Fall message, giving young people access to education.
Yeah.
We've now helped over 17,000 youth access education, get great jobs. They earn combined R1 billion in combined salaries rather than being unemployed, and we estimate that they should earn over 27 billion in their working careers. We've done it without any government support. Our students pay only 200 rand a month, which is about a 15th of the cost of sending someone to a creche, a little baby. And so I think it's entrepreneurship in action, in motion. I've been involved in that. And then about 12 years ago, I met up with Sir Richard Branson. We became great friends, the founder of Virgin. And we started together something called the Branson Centre of Entrepreneurship, which is based in Johannesburg. It's also now open in Jamaica, some other places. And we have now trained 5,000 entrepreneurs and helped them start and build their own businesses. Mainly in Gauteng, but there are some in other parts of the country.
Maybe in KwaZulu-Natal in the future.
Maybe in KwaZulu-Natal in the future. KZN is just the greatest province in this country. What are you talking about? So people can do anything in KZN. And then 5 years ago, got asked by the former deputy president to chair a national government task team on youth unemployment, but with a focus on entrepreneurship. There isn't enough time to talk about all of it, but exciting things that are coming out of it is to put entrepreneurship into the school system, from grade 1 up to particularly grade 11, all the way through. So that will affect millions of kids. Just bringing school to life, because school can be so boring, memorization. All these young entrepreneurs you work with, I'm sure who've come through school, they're desperate to do something fun, exciting, creative, use their brains, use their hearts, all that kind of thing. And you were talking about the importance of getting your heart right, being inspired, finding your life purpose before you start filling the mind with facts and information.
100%.
So huge believer in that, and that's what the research shows. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, it comes from the heart. First and foremost, you have to be inspired. You have to know what you want to do, where the gap is, why you're here on earth, what you were born to do. You have to have a passion. If you've got the passion, you can build something and can be successful. Then the facts you learn intellectually can be useful. But if you don't have the passion, there's no excitement, you're not inspired, then forget it. You know, they say you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Same story. So that's just my key message to all the young people that will be watching this. Find you. Find yourself. Find what matters to you. You are born on earth for a purpose. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle. Every piece in the jigsaw puzzle is critical. You are important. You are very important. Even if you think you are not important, you could be the missing key to solving South Africa's problems in some area. We need you. The country needs you. Find yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. Be yourself. Find your passion, your purpose, and then start learning with hunger and at high speed in the area that you want to do something meaningful. Don't worry if you don't think you're an expert right now. You can become an expert in anything. Richard Branson has cracked 300 industries. He's built over 300 businesses. He didn't know about all those industries to start with. Just find your passion, start using your brain, think about things, find a gap, jump off a cliff, and go for it. That's how you do it.
I firmly believe in what you're saying and finding your entrepreneurial heart.
Yes.
And your heart set before finding your mindset. But
Yes.
practically applied, it's not often that easy.
Yes.
Can you give us some practical examples or tips on how we as young people can go about on that journey of self-discovery or to find that entrepreneurial passion?
Okay.
How can we do that?
Okay, look, the first thing is that we've grown up in a system that's so focused on memorization, on rote learning, on learning stuff that other people created. This journey has got to be starting around self-value, self-worth. I can create something worthwhile, you know? I can find a gap in the market that needs my solution to fulfill that gap, okay? So there is a lot of stuff on the internet that people could read about, could learn about, but start going on more of an inner journey in the beginning before you got an outer journey. Get the inner part right, and then you will start to do the research. Everything is available on Google. You can research who's done what, find out about a market, find out about competition, learn about an industry, all that kind of stuff will come. But first start with that part. Now, in our program in the Marish Institute, which is based in Johannesburg, we've also got a center in Durban as well. This is what we do. Our whole focus is that our slogan is, you were born to be great. We treat every young person as a genius waiting to happen. We really, really believe in that. And our first course that we do is called, it's a course on greatness, that you were born to be great. Now, how do you find yourself? How do you forgive? How do you heal? How do you get past all the hurdles, all the mental baggage in your mind that holds you back? After they've done that course, we take the students out into the mountains to go walk for like 2 weeks in groups, gender separate, with skilled facilitators, to now start to find their life purpose, and in this process, and then we do things like, we teach our students to meditate, to do things like yoga, all of these practices that are about finding yourself first and foremost, because our view is, if you're switched on, if you're awake inside, no army can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Nobody can stop Richard Branson. He will create another business in another industry tomorrow, Bill Gates, whoever it is. Why? Because they know who they are and they know what they want. So there are many, many ways you can do this. So the first thing is, don't give up hope. Don't assume that the conventional wisdom is where the answer lies. You've got many more answers than you think. Go inward and find those answers. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much, and I agree. The journey starts with introspective self-meditation, self-reflection.
That's right.
And find the why and the purpose
Yes.
of the self before we move onwards.
100%.
I sometimes see it as in the airplane when they say, if you need to go through the emergency exit and the air drops fall, put the oxygen mask on first before trying to save the mothers and the children.
100% right. 100% right.
Thank you so much, and it's wonderful to get to learn about the inspiring projects that you do and the wonderful work you're doing on entrepreneurship.
Thank you.
Hope we can see you again in the future in Durban and welcome you in the area where we live in passion.
Thank you. Very nice. And you keep it up at UKZN.
We will
Just
definitely
great
do that.
fan of what you guys are doing.